How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today, I want to talk to you about getting clarity and alignment from your strategic plan. My name is Anthony Taylor. I'm the managing partner at SME Strategy. We help organizations create and execute on their strategic plans. We do that by facilitating strategic planning meetings, and we help people get clarity, alignment, and focus from their strategic plans. So why I want to talk to you about this today is a lot of organizations come to us and say, we need to do a strategic planning meeting, or we need a strategic plan. Why is that important? And two of the top things you're going to get are clarity and alignment. So here's why. In the planning session, when you use our aligned strategy methodology, it goes from beginning to end, top down, to creating a strategic plan. You get to look at where you are now, where you're going, and get really clear on what that is, what's going to get in the way, and then what do you need to do to get there. And what we do is we take this really big conceptual thing, here's where I want to be in 3 years, and we break it down to individual pieces. And once you take through all of those risks and all of those opportunities and all of the things, and we sort of get all the noise out of the way, and it leaves you really focused with what you need to focus on to get you to where you want. And then ultimately, teams get to go through the process of discussing what those things are, choosing what those things are, and equally choosing what not to do. So we just finished a strategy session yesterday, and I wanted to read you some of the feedback that we actually got. So number one, our team needed this. Our team aligned so easily. This got me out of my comfort zone, and it's amazing how tight-knit we are when it came to goals and ambitions. There's a lot of small actions we can take to find solutions that weren't planned out. And this one's really cool. Our team was very aligned, even with different visions. So when we look at vision, everybody has an idea of what the future could be. And if you're an organization, say, oh, I want to be a $5 million company, or I want to be a $500 million company. Those are going to take different actions and different steps to get strategic session, really an opportunity to have those conversations and get refocused on where everybody is and where everybody wants to go. Focusing on the top 3 strategic priorities and how we get to those actions. It's about taking a long, big picture and saying, what do we need to focus on in the short term to get there? And then understanding what not to focus on, getting rid of some. And the last one that I really like, our problems are not as impossible to fix when we all work together. As senior leaders, you might feel like you're in the mud dealing with what you have to deal with. But when you get an opportunity to get together with the rest of your team and step out of the mud and look 30,000 feet, you get a lot more clarity, you get a lot more buy-in, and you know that your team is on your team to help you move forward, and everybody's moving towards the same place. So I highly encourage you to have that strategic planning offsite if you've been delaying it, or have that strategic planning meeting, or just make time to talk about strategy so that you can step out of the operations, get clarity, alignment, and make sure everybody is moving on the same pace and towards the same place. So my name is, again, Anthony Taylor from SME Strategy. If you like today's video, be sure to subscribe, like, or share with somebody in your network. And I really look forward to sharing with you in our next video. Cheers.